All right, and we are live with the second episode of Talking Lead Select Fire, and we've got another little panel of special guests. And Left Hand apparently is running a little late. He may or may not show up, but maybe we can stall a little bit longer. But we'll go down the line, introduce everybody. We'll start off with Rob Pincus. Rob, how's it going, man?
Good. Rob Pincus here, I.C.E Training Company, Personal Defense Network. And I am in St. Augustine, Florida, kicking off the cross-country tour. We had our first class Saturday, and we had advanced pistol handling class yesterday and today. So I've been out on the range, and first sunburn of the year, so it's very exciting. It's like 80 degrees and sunny. Awesome.
Perfect. And we've also got Aaron Cowan from Sage Dynamics. How's it going, Aaron?
Hey, everything's good. Aaron Cowan, Sage Dynamics. I'm sitting in my living room at home in Atlanta.
With an awesome painting behind you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My girlfriend will appreciate that because it's hers.
That is awesome. Speaking of artwork, we got Mr. Work of Art himself, Jeremiah Savoy. It looks like Savoy, but it's pronounced Savoy from Savoy Leather.
I've been saying it wrong all along.
the maker and creator of my Ron Burgundy holster. Jeremiah, how's it going, man?
Real good, man. You gotta think Cajun when you say my name. It's Savoy, like French. Here in my shop, I have you can see all the model guns behind me and stuff. All we do is work and sleep, man. So
that's what we all do. That's the best way to live.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Every now and then play, but for the most part, work and sleep. What do you have going on here lately? Anything new? Any new styles of holsters and stuff?
Like the hottest, most attention-getting thing we got going right now is the uber cool Python.
That's nice. Is that one for a 1911?
Yeah, that's a 1911. I mean, we can custom make them for almost anything, man. We got a pretty good list going. Another new one we did. We just for the Texas boys, we got the Texan, and we have that Texas style theme we can do in brown or in color, and we actually do it in the open carry, concealed carry, and a combo model. The concealed carry stuff, double clip, real popular. We sell a bunch of them. A lot of custom stuff going though, you know.
And do you have any of the sauce with you?
Oh, I can
awesome sauce.
I have one in hand very, very shortly.
The greatest sauce ever made. And I'm not just saying that because you're on the show.
I know, because you guys end up talking about it like every time you're on it.
There it is, Savoy Awesome sauce.
That is awesome.
It's great. It's
excellent. Aaron, what do you have coming up training-wise?
April 5th in Atlanta, I have my Force Focus Fundamentals class, and then at the end of April, I believe it's the 25th, 26th, I'm running the Citizen Response to Active Shooter course again.
Okay.
So 2 really good simunitions courses coming up in the Atlanta area. I'm working on dates in other states right now. Nothing solid yet. But obviously the simunitions is great because while it's not relatively new to the civilian market, a lot of people just don't know it's out there. So it's really good to come out and actually get some really good force-on-force training and validate some skills.
Awesome. And Rob's couch.
Yeah, Rob's doing the force-on-force training now too.
Oh, nice.
Well, actually, he may have been doing it all along. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Right now, his couch isn't talking.
Yeah, his couch just is kind of sedentary.
It's a nice couch. It looks like he's staying at that Hilton, maybe.
You know, red. You know, flowers on. I don't know. The cushions don't match.
You know what? You're right.
What's up?
Closer look at this.
He may be at the Red Roof Inn.
I'm thinking.
There he is. We've been talking to your couch.
One of my instructors needed the keys to the PDN tour truck to go get some dinner.
Nice.
Anything?
Yeah, we were wondering why the couch has different cushions. Are you at the Red Roof Inn or something?
No, I'm at a Marriott. It's weird. I don't know. It's very. I got this thing going on, and I got this. I guess it's. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't tell you. I got artwork. I got Ponce de Leon over there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Very cool. It's not as cool as that. I mean, that thing that Aaron's got. Although I gotta say, if I checked into a hotel room and I wasn't like in Prague and it had that on the wall, I'd be a little worried. But if it's in Prague,
Yeah. The Sugar Skull girls can be a little off-putting for some people. So.
or very attractive.
You've got something big going on right now that you're running for. What's going on with that?
Yeah, the NRA Board of Directors, 76 seat for the NRA Board of Directors. Usually, I think basically what I've gathered is it's usually the consolation prize for people who are on the ballot. You know, there's 30-something names on the ballot. 25 of them will get elected to 3-year seats. And usually there's a large number of them will show up at the NRA annual meeting and run for a 1-year seat that is elected by people who actually attend the NRA convention, the NRA annual meeting. And this year the convention's in Indianapolis at the end of April. And I decided over the last year and a half, talking to a lot of people I know who are NRA board members and other leaders in the industry, that I'd throw my hat in the ring for the 1-year seat and really just kind of try it out, feel it out, see if it was something that I felt like I could make a difference and help and do more of what I already do, and as well as get involved with the NRA more directly. So sure enough, we started a write-in campaign, and if I meet the threshold that they set in the write-in campaign, which all the write-in ballots have to be in by April 6th, then I'll be on the ballot at the NRA annual meeting, and attendees will have the opportunity to vote for me then to get that 1-year seat. I'll also be speaking at the NRA annual meeting again this year, so I'll speak twice a day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be doing a thing on home defense each day and a thing on defensive shooting skill development each day.
Awesome. And if people want to vote, they've got to be either a lifetime member, right?
Lifetime member or 5 years consecutive member. And your ballot's in the magazine that got mailed to you in January, in theory. But if you think you're eligible to vote and you don't have a ballot or you've lost it, you can reach out to the NRA. And if people go to ICEtraining.info, my last 3 articles are some of my position statements and also some instructions on how to go about getting a ballot. And I would say that if you don't act fast, you probably miss that window to be able to contribute, because they have to get you the ballot and then you have to get it back to them by April 6th.
Gotcha. You would represent us well.
I appreciate that.
If people are wondering why we are kind of stalling a little bit, Left Hand's not here. As I said, he's caught in traffic, but we're going to go ahead and start off. As you guys know, I've talked to you about the rules. You've got 30 seconds each to answer the question. After those 30 seconds are up, we will then hear this instead of the horn, like we did last week. A lot of people complain about the horn. Then we'll go on to the next person. Once the question's answered, if there's a differing opinion, we'll give you a minute and a half each to kind of debate the issue. If anybody starts talking over each other, I'm going to mute you. And then there's going to be a surprise question there at the end. And Left Hand just texted me, said he's here, so he better hurry up because I'm starting now. Y'all stall for a second while he gives like 10 seconds to get on here.
Well, hey, I almost forgot in the sense of stalling. I actually have, we just put out a new line of wallets.
Ooh.
Oh, very cool.
This is a Roper checkbook style wallet. Like a tall one. We just started doing bifolds. Everybody likes the bifold. Can you see them good? Card slots and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's all real leather. It's not a fake cheap Walmart stuff, you know. And you can get whatever you want stamped on it and get whatever color you want. And we got a trifold. You can put stuff wherever you want it, you know.
Are you gonna show the skull stuff? Or are you gonna hold off on that? Is that gonna be a surprise?
I can get it out of my pocket.
Surprise anymore.
Now that's nice.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Let's see. This one's got a clip on the back.
Oh, cool. I like that.
See the skulls in it?
That is cool. And you can make holsters like that too?
Yes. I'm waiting for somebody to ask. No one has asked yet. It's kind of a new thing. I just kind of posted one picture of it. But I'm sure someone's going to want it.
$100 Left Hand asked for it.
Something real gnarly like purple and black. Black, I don't know. Anything. I think it's really neat.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and start it off. So the first question is appendix carry, yay or nay, and why or why not? And we'll start with Rob.
Absolutely, because it offers a very fast, very efficient presentation, and ultimately great control in close quarters and access to the gun in close quarters for either hand in that worst case scenario, extreme close quarters event.
All right, and Aaron, what's your take on it?
Well, I agree with Rob in that it is nice to have the weapon midline of the body. It's accessible with either hand in the event you need it. My biggest concern with it is you are muzzling the body, which is obviously a trigger control concern and a quality concern. My other issue with it is it makes the weapon harder to access from certain less than ideal positions, fetal position, if you're pushed from behind and knocked onto your stomach, things of that nature. The hip is a little more accessible from more positions. Ultimately, it's going to come down to personal preference. It's not a position I prefer. I will teach it, give the positives and the negatives, but I personally don't care for it.
Wow, you nailed. I was about to buzz you. You nailed it. 30 seconds, perfect. Jeremiah, what about you? Appendix carry.
I don't make a whole lot of them. I can't say that it's a personal. I don't prefer to carry there personally. I think the hip or the right, 4 o'clock position is favorable, and most of the holes that I make are favor that position. I think it's like Aaron. I agree with Aaron on the hip side is a more easily accessible and even more comfortable because you can sit down, you can get in the car, you don't have to worry about it, jamming you up and stuff. We can carry. We make full-size 1911 in the waistband, hip carry stuff that's super comfortable. Whereas I don't know that you could appendix carry that.
Oh, did you finish right on the buzzer?
That was nice timing.
All right. Well, mine. I'm going to go ahead and chime in on it. I like appendix carry. I just can't do it yet, just because I got something in the way. My gut.
Body type, yeah.
Yeah. A little gut in the way there, but when I've tried it before, I was really comfortable until I sit down, and that's when it bugs me. So that's mine. But we have a couple of differing opinions here, and we'll give you all about a minute and a half to kind of debate. Rob and Aaron.
I accept.
The gauntlet's been thrown. You can't just say I accept.
I'm deferring to Aaron.
Oh, okay.
I honestly, and to be perfectly honest, I don't really think that there's a debate to be had necessarily unless me or Rob want to get in our feelings, because it's a matter of personal professional preference. I think Rob recognizes some of the potential drawbacks, but there's drawbacks to every carry position. And it's just one of those things, like every instructor and every knowledgeable person when it comes to carrying a firearm is going to have things they like and they don't like. As instructors, it's our job, I think, to identify the way the student wants to carry, maybe make some suggestions based on their own personal lifestyle, to say, hey, you might want to change this or might want to change that or think about changing this or changing that. But at the end of the day, it's going to be up to the student. It's our job to make sure they know that there are some disadvantages to A versus B.
I can't believe you would say that. That is completely unreasonable, and I refuse to have a discussion with you any further, sir.
That's what I was after.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew that's what you wanted, right? It is. That's it. I don't tell people you must do appendix carry. If you don't do appendix carry, you're an idiot. I think that what Aaron brings to the table is the wisdom to say it may not be for me, but I recognize it as a legitimate option, right? There are options. Like if somebody comes to me and says they want to pocket carry a Glock 26 with a chambered round and no holster, I'm going to say no, and I'm going to explain why. I don't tell people they're fools if they carry at 5 o'clock, right? I don't kill. So I think that's the difference. Where there's a debate, where there's something to argue, is if you were to tell me that it's completely unsafe, completely unreasonable, I won't allow it in my classes, I won't allow it on my ranges, and there are people who say that, and I think they're missing the point. I think obviously a lot of people do this, a lot of companies support it, a lot of people teach it, a lot of people see advantages of it. So for someone to say arbitrarily it's foolish, you shouldn't do it, is a big leap. But to simply say it's not my preference, or for me to say it is my preference, but I mean, obviously 80% of my students aren't doing it. So I deal with, when we do an advanced pistol handling class, we do presentation in 360 degrees. We do presentation standing, kneeling, lie on your stomach, lie on your back, sit in a car, all that stuff. And I see the advantages and disadvantages of every carry position and every body shape and every body size, and every holster type and everything else that you could imagine, left hand, right hand. I mean, there's times when we have 5 different lines going in any one given class just to accommodate all the different positions and holster carry, and body types and ranges of motion. So it really is a diverse world that calls for a diverse set of solutions.
Gotcha. So second question, concealed carry versus open carry, and is there a place for the one you don't choose? Start with Rob.
What I go first, every. The concealed carry for personal defense, universally. I think that there's a place for open carry. I think that place for open carry is, last time I open carried, I was, guiding people on horseback in the Rocky Mountains, that kind of thing. I went on a motorcycle trip with a bunch of friends about 8 or 10 years ago.
You're riding people on horseback?
Right. What?
You said you're riding people on horseback.
Guiding.
Okay, my bad.
So I'm on horseback, guiding a bunch of people up in the Rocky Mountains. So, that's a time for carrying cross draw and open carry. On a motorcycle trip through Montana, but there's, so defensive concealed carry.
Okay. Aaron, what about you?
I'm a concealed carry fan. Obviously, open carry for defense against two-legged predators, especially in urban areas. If you're going to open carry, a lot of people do it and they don't use retention holsters. I believe if you're going to open carry, you should have some form of active retention to prevent loss of the weapon, either through gravity or through someone actually physically trying to take the weapon. And if you're going to open carry for self-defense, by all means, seek some form of weapon retention training. Have a basic idea of how to keep someone from taking your gun.
And Jeremiah?
I make all types, and for personal self-defense, concealed carry is definitely the way to go. I can't imagine, not having that. You don't want to be picked out as a target, number one, but you also that level of surprise that your attacker isn't expecting it because he doesn't see it and he's not ready for it. So that adds an advantage on your side. But there's also a place for open carry. I mean, you go to the guys at the gun shows or the gun dealers that are walking around their shops kind of showing off their firearms and stuff. That's kind of what we specialize in. We do a lot of logo work and we make some really nice, fancy open carry stuff. But we make a lot of concealed carry and even combo models that can be worn either way. So for personal defense, concealed carry, but open carry still does have a place.
Okay. And I'm gonna add a little bit to that too. What's y'all's take? And we'll kind of go over in reverse since I've started with Rob every time. What's your take on the people that open carry as a demonstration? Do you think they're trying to start something? Do you think it's a good thing for our cause? Jeremiah, go ahead and start with you.
The morons that decided to strap an AR-15 on and walk into Starbucks when Starbucks said that they weren't going to stop them kind of ruined it for everybody. I think it's again, it has its place. If you're having a peaceable demonstration, wanting to like they have some guys in Texas trying to promote open carry. They had some issues there where they're going to get harassed by law enforcement because it's illegal. They're breaking the law. But if it's not okay to open carry, it's not okay to open carry. Some places don't allow it. The guys that are trying to be troublemakers on purpose, they're ruining it for everyone else. That's why Starbucks. Did you buzz me?
Yeah, I buzzed you. But we got your take on it. Aaron, what about you?
I guess my issue with it is what is the primary intent of carrying especially open carrying of a rifle? If it's a political statement, can that statement be made more effectively without the display of the firearm? That's not going to be an issue whether you have a right to do it or not, because if you have a right to do it, then you have a right to do it. My issue with it is someone irresponsibly using it to make a political statement when it's not really a venue for it, such as just kind of standing on a street corner. I think we can be better served as a firearms community by getting our message across in different ways. There's still a place for it. Definitely there's a place for that kind of demonstration, that kind of display. But I don't think it's kind of an ad hoc thing that someone should just be like, let me grab 5 friends and a cell phone and hope I have something happen that's worth filming.
All right, Rob, what about you?
Yeah, confrontational open carry does not help us. It hurts our cause. It embarrasses us. It's something that responsible gun owners have to make excuses for, explain away, or I think we should be actively condemning. We've seen negative ramifications from it. I think there's a difference. People talk about Ohio and the big moves forward were made for concealed carry in Ohio because of open carry demonstrations. There's a difference, as the other guys have said, between an openly organized demonstration that is a political movement and a show of solidarity and responsible demonstration of firearms ownership in the public, and somebody who goes out with the cell phone looking for trouble. Somebody goes out, and by trouble, I just mean any confrontation. People who are carrying to make the statement, and I've had this argument for years. I'm obviously 100% for open carry as a legal option because I might want to carry my gun in my car. The wind might blow. I might get, there's a lot of different reasons why I might show a gun in public and not want to get arrested for it, and I want other people to have that option, but it needs to be done responsibly. And I think the reason you should be carrying a firearm in the public space is for the defense of yourself or others, not for a political statement. There's better ways to do it.
Left hand, you showed up.
I is here.
You've got your gamer headset on.
It's my air traffic control headset.
There you go. Well, I'll let you answer that one. Open carry versus concealed carry. And is there a place for the one you don't pick?
Well, I don't know what you guys have already covered, but I think absolutely, concealed carry is the way to go. You don't want to make yourself a target. Rob said it, best. There are situations or times where open carry might come into play. I'm not against it by any means, but I just think that a smart, responsible gun carrier will go the conceal route, just for the obvious reasons.
And for the final question, we have Lucky Charms versus Frosted Mini Wheats. Aaron, you first.
I eat protein bars, so...
Oh, you got to pick one of the two. If you only had those two choices.
What is this, some kind of like fascist regime where my cereal choices are dictated to me by a government on high?
Exactly.
What were my choices again?
Lucky Charms or Frosted Mini Wheats?
I'll take Liberty.
Okay. Liberty Wheat. Jeremiah, what about you?
I kind of like the Lucky Charms, man.
All right. Rob?
I've put on a headset also.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
I got you back, buddy. I'm not a big cereal guy. I try to be as gluten-free as possible. That's why I drink ciders instead of beers. So I don't even have I would just eat the marshmallows out. Yeah, there you go. I would just eat the marshmallows out of the Lucky Charms and use the sugar high to get bacon.
There you go. And left hand, what about you?
Well, I have no scruples when it comes to diet, so I would mix the two and use chocolate milk. Hell yeah.
Yes, you would, sir.
Did you really put Ben Affleck on there?
He did.
Matt Damon.
Oh Lord. Inside joke. All right, guys, appreciate it. Jeremiah, if people want to go and order a holster from you, how do they do it?
You can visit Savoy.com, spelled like Savoy, Savoy, leather.com.
And Aaron, what about you? If somebody wants to come train with you.
SageDynamics.org. That's the website. Obviously, Facebook.com/SageDynamics. On Instagram, @SageDynamics. Twitter, @SageDynamics. I post all the class info up there, and there's obviously course descriptions and the calendar on the website.
Gotcha.
And videos on YouTube, of course. Can't forget YouTube.
And soon to be a video with us on YouTube, right?
Could be.
Rob, what about you?
I.C.E. training.us has the calendar, but this is the first week of the Personal Defense Network training tour, so I would encourage everybody to go over there, personaldefensenetwork.com. and check out all the courses from all of our contributors and instructors coast to coast that are going on there, and of course all the free videos and articles for training when you can't get to a class.
Left Hand, what we got going on?
We got a lot of things. www.talkinglead.com. We got Facebook. We got Twitter. We got Instagram. We've got what else we got? YouTube, obviously. And then we've got a nice fundraiser coming out that everybody needs to check out with the local FOP in our area. And Rob and his gang was generous enough to chip in, and there's going to be a bunch of his DVDs up for auction and a $500 rebate on training class for one of Rob's PDN training courses.
And according to a buddy of Aaron's, old Matt Powell.
Okay.
There's going to be some stuff coming from Primac and possibly Sage.
I got to talk. I got to get with Matt on that, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. Definitely.
And Matt's actually going to come to the event too. He committed yesterday. He's going to come up and do the show the day before. So.
Oh, very
awesome.
cool.
Yep, that'll be cool.
Just make sure you stretch first, because he's probably going to hurt you.
Great. He already said that when I come to your training, he's going to make sure he's there so he can see what kind of bruises he can put on my big ass. So.
Sounds like fun.
Our discussion reminded me. I've been meaning to ask Jeremiah. I know, I don't have any of your holsters yet. I know you're busy. You got a backlog and all that, but I want to see if I can get mine, because I'm thinking about getting like an appendix open carry. For my pistol. I don't know if that's a thing that you can do for me somehow. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think leather would work a lot better in Kydex for that.
I think so too. And if
maybe a hybrid.
Aaron, could I take your class, open carrying my AR pistol?
Oh, certainly.
Great, thank you, sir.
That's awesome.
You need to throw one of those Sig Sauer thingies on there.
I'm still not sure that I can be trusted with one of those. It looks like something is not supposed to be on this.
Yeah.
It's got paperwork.
And as always, Left Hand, keep your loved ones close.
And keep your firearms closer.
See you guys.